Hey, howdy, hey. Welcome to Move Early, Move Often. It is Twisted Tuesday, and your host today is Carmelina Martin.
Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to be doing movements that come from yoga. We're going to focus on sun salutations today and variations on the sun salutation, but really paying close attention to movements that open and movements that close and then or fold, and then moments of power and strength. And think about when we're at our desk that when our bodies begin to fold, it's usually because we're getting tired, we're beginning to fatigue, and our body begins to shrink. So I want you to treat anytime we do an opening posture to think about inviting new energy. And when we're folding, it's about calming and relaxing the nervous system and opportunities to push and give a little bit of power. It's to kind of give your body a little bit of that jolt, that little bit of burst of energy. So here we go. Hope you enjoyed the sequence. Finding a place on your mat. And we're going to start on all fours. Hands shoulder width apart. And we're going to begin with cat dog. So you're going to arch the spine. Then you're going to open the heart to the front of the camera towards your computer, if that's what you're looking at. And then drop the head, fold as if your nose is trying to touch pubic bone. And then lift the tailbone up, lift the back of the head, opening towards the front of your room or the camera. And again, one more fold, drawing the tailbone under, head down. And then one more opportunity to open and expand. Then from here, bring the hands slightly forward and your toes are tucked underneath, and you're going to reach the hips back towards your heels. Let the head come through past your elbows. And then you're going to draw the hips forward. Bring the body forward. And do that again. Hips back towards your heels. So it's almost like you're rocking the hips forward and back. Bring the hips forward. Lift the chest. And then back again. Hips towards the feet or the heels. Then bring the pelvis forward. Lift the chest slightly to the front of the room. One more time. Hips back. And then draw the hips forward. From here, take a chaturanga. Lower the elbow or lower the chest to the floor. All the way to the floor. Keep your toes tucked. Roll your shoulders back. Now release your toes to the floor and push away from the mat. Lift into an upward dog. Lift the eyes a bit. Coming down, place the belly button on the floor, nice and slow, as we think about the articulation of the spine and that folding towards the floor. Tuck the toes under, lift the belly, and just come back. Draw the hips back towards your heels again. And coming forward again, bring the hips through, lift the chest, chaturanga. Place the belly button, chest, ribs on the floor. Roll the shoulders away from the floor, away from your ears. All toes down on the mat. Tops of your toes. Push away from your mat, lift. Open the chest towards the front of the space. And again, bring the belly button down. Rib cage, chest, eyes forward, down to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Lift the belly up. Reach up and back with the hips. And last time, one more time, coming forward. Chaturanga. Roll the shoulders away from the floor and ears. All 10 toenails on the floor. Push away from the floor. Lift the eyes. Open the chest to the front of the room. Belly button down. Ribs. Chest. Toes tucked under. Belly up. Push away from the floor. Hips back. From here, come back to all fours. So the hands are now underneath your shoulders. My apologies. Shoulders. Lift the knees off the floor. Press the heels back. Heavy, heavy, heavy in the heels in your downward dog. Adjust your hands as you need to. Pedal the feet nice and slow. Nice and slow as you articulate through the feet and toes. Just be really luxurious here with articulating your feet, reaching the heels towards the floor. Now both heels down. Walk the feet towards the hands, or as far as you can get. Bring the hands to the shins, lift the eyes forward, open the chest to the front of the room, lift the arms, reach up, 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 open up to the sky, bring the hands to the heart. Reaching up for the first sun salutation to greet the day. Inhale, reach up, hands touch, open the hands like a book, tilt the pelvis back, chest forward, bring the head forward, nice and heavy, pour the top of the head towards the floor. Bring the hands to the shins, open the chest, and again fold. Feel the weight of the head bringing your body forward. Reach back into reach back into plank. Lower chaturanga. Same as what we did before. Toes down, shoulders roll away from the mat. Start beginning to lift the sternum before you begin to use the hands to complete that upward dog. And coming down to the floor. Tuck all 10 toes, lift the belly, push up into plank. Reach back into downward dog, heels heavy. Long in the neck, feel the weight of the head. Lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Walk the hands to the feet. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Fold one more time. Lift again, lift the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to add a little variation here to the sun salutation. Beginning the same way, open the hands like a book, tip over the hips. Reach the head to the floor, nice and heavy. Clasp the elbows this time as we hang just for a little bit longer. From here, I want you to just bend one knee, alternating, really slow, alternating as you're hanging. Just noticing which leg feels a little looser today. And bring both legs to straight. Bring the hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Lower the hips. Reach the eyes forward before you begin your chaturanga. Roll the chest or roll the shoulders away from the floor. Lift the sternum. Push with your hands. Lift the eyes. Belly placed on the floor. Ribs. Chest, lift the belly, tuck the toes, push away from the floor. Don't go into downward dog yet. Chaturanga push up, just hover and push. Now go into downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Get heavier in your heels. And one more breath, inhale. Push your mat away from you. Exhale, heavier in the heels. Lift the tailbone. Walk the feet forward towards the hands. Bring the hands to the shins. Lift the chest. Fold. Lift the eyes. Lift the chest. Lift the back all the way up with the arms. And exhale. Again, inhale. Open the hands like a book. Tip over. Exhale. Hands to the shins, or they can stay on the floor if that's available to you. And exhale. Bring the feet back into downward or into plank. We're going to do 3 chaturanga push-ups. Here we go. Hover off the floor and push. Inhale. Push. Again. Push. Chaturanga, hover for 1, 2, 3. place the body on the floor. Moment of release. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Lift the heart. Now begin to press the floor. Reach, reach, reach. Open with the eyes. Bring the belly to the floor. Eyes down. Lift the belly off the floor. Push up. Stay there. Coming into downward dog. And you're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Walk the feet forward. Bring the hands to the shins. Open the chest as much as it can to the front of the room. Release and fold. Lift the head, lift the shoulders, chest, arms, back, all the way up. Exhale. Inhale. Picking up the pace a little. Reach and fold. Lift the head and chest and eyes. Fold. Pouring the head forward. Reach back into plank. Lower chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back. Reach the chest up and open more. Expand. Expand in the eyes, your face. Coming back down to the floor. Push away from the floor. Reach back into your downward dog. From here, you're going to hover the knees this time, not the chest. And then reach back into downward dog. Bring the knees forward like you're about to go on all fours. And then reach back again. 3 more. Hover. And reach back. Hover. This time look forward slightly as you hover and come back. Look at the heels. And again, hover the knees. Eyes forward. And reach back. 1 more. Hover. And reach back. Bring the feet together. Stay in your downward dog, but just bring the feet so your toes are touching your big toes. And you're going to come up, lift the heels up off the floor. Release your right leg. Heel is reaching to the ceiling. Open the hip to the side of the room. Bend at the knee. Look underneath your right armpit as that knee opens to the side of the room. Open the ribs to the side of the room. And then reach that leg to straight. Square everything off to the mat again and lower that leg. Just hover the knees, eyes forward, and reach back. Bring your feet back together again just in case they separated. Lift the heels up nice and high. This time let the left leg float. Heel reaching to the ceiling, back. Open the hip to the side of the room. Bend at the knee. Reach the ribs to the side of the room. Open, open, open. Push away from the mat. Feel your power. Reach the legs straight. Square off to the mat. Lower and float the leg down. Bend the knees to hover. And reach back. And this time just bring your knees to the floor. For real. In all fours. Take your right knee and cross it in front of your left. You're going to grow a little mermaid's tail. So your legs are crossed. And you're just going to walk your hands back towards your hips until you feel your hips sitting back. Now, you may need something to sit on. So if you can't come fully to the back of your mat, that's fine. You can roll up your mat and add a little bit of height and bring it under your hips if that's comfortable. Do your best. Trying to keep your knees lined up over top of each other. Feet are nice and flexed. Just reach nice and tall in the spine. Feeling your ears getting further and further away from your shoulders. Shoulders pressing down. Then bring your hands in front of you on your mat. And I don't want you to fold. I want you to stay open. So reach the chest forward. Almost pull at the mat to help bring the sternum towards your knees. Lengthen in the back of the neck. Just go as far that's available for you and that you feel a stretch in your in the top leg and your back glute. We had to do something that required some twisting on a Twisted Tuesday. Coming back to straight, hands back on the knee. This time, your same arm as the knee that's on top. You're going to reach it back behind you, right behind the center of your spine. Top arm is on your knee, and you're going to twist top of the body, the thoracic part of the body. And you're going to follow with the gaze. Unwind. And you're going to come forward over your knees to your hands, and we're going to untwist ourselves back into all fours. We got to do the other side, guys. So you're going to take your left leg, cross it in front, grow your mermaid's tail, walk your hands back. So now you have the other leg on top. If it's not the same as mine, it's okay as long as it's your other leg. So you have an opportunity to stretch on both sides. Knees are lined up. They don't need to be touching. If they are, I'm jealous. Flex the feet. Nice tall spine. Ears reaching away from the shoulders. Now you're going to reach the sternum forward. You can bring the hands forward towards the mat. And you can pull the mat towards you as you reach the chest forward. Nice long neck. So we're not hyperextending and we're not looking down at our chest. So just reaching your eyes, a couple of feet in front of your knees. And then walk your hands back. Same arm as leg reaches behind you towards the center of your back. Other hand is on the top of the knee, and you're going to twist, follow with the eyes. Not twisting in your low back. You're really thinking about the rib cage, thoracic spine, opening to the side of the room, keeping the head, neck nice and tall. And then come back to center. From here, just unwind, rock back on your hips, and just cross your legs, whichever side is comfortable for you. And we're just going to come to seated posture. Rest your hands any way that you want. We're going to close our eyes. Just take a few moments to breathe in. Exhale. Opening the heart to the front of the space. Feeling an openness and space between your ears and your shoulders. Feeling the vertical length of your spine. Feeling those places that are just a little bit more expansive as you move today. Opening your eyes. Try to find time today in your day to just step away from your desk or even to use your desk as a prop. Just open, find moments to expand, find moments to close and fold. And just notice that difference and what it does when you step back to your desk or to your work. It changes the quality of your work for the rest of the day. Move early, move often. Have a wonderful Tuesday.
Thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for Wobbly Wednesday when we look at balance and core strength.